quiet dance. Dance along here, come on. All right. I just went to call Jack and he wasn't here and I got a bit upset. I'm okay, Jack, I'm coming to get you after this. I'm sure he'll be watching. Right, time to drop anchor on the HMS Sunrise and welcome aboard another parliamentary cadet. We'll speak to him in just a moment, but first, the fast and not particularly furious facts. Iain Lees-Galloway is the new Labour MP for Palmerston North. He's a Virgo horse whose favourite song is a Perfect Circles cover of Imagine. If he had 24 hours to live, he'd play a rock band with his mates and eat yum cha with his wife. His signature dish is beef vindaloo and his porn star name is BB Robertson. Better than playing rock band with your wife and then going and have dinner with your mates. Rightio. Now you're a bit of an enigma in some ways because you're a Labour MP. You grew up on a beef farm. Yep. You went to King's College. That's right. Your parents both vote National.
That's right. Yeah. I suppose. Rebellion? No, we all grow up and choose our own choose our own path in life. And
are your parents disappointed? Did they go, oh
no? Well. It makes for really fascinating conversations around the dinner table, yeah. They have me on about everything. I was having a good conversation with my mum the other day about the economy and the direction the government's going in.
Are they still National supporters?
Oh, yeah. They always have been, always will be.
So they're going to vote against you in the next election?
Well, they've moved out of the electorate, you see. It's quite a cunning move, actually, too.
That's clever. That's very good of them. Are they watching today? All right, now, you want to introduce a bill that bans the sale of display of cigarettes in store. Yeah. Why are you so passionate about it? Well,
all the evidence says, that... well, first of all, we've got a substance here that kills something like 5,000 people a year. There's nothing good about it. There's no safe level of use of tobacco, and it's the one substance that we say, right, we're going to park it right next to the bread and the milk and the lollies, and so kids are going in there and they're seeing those huge displays. It's the last bastion of cigarette advertising, I suppose. It is, and it's a valid point, and you raised it, and the Cancer Society's raised it, and I've raised it, and yet the government's not doing anything about it. Why? It's a very good question. The answer that the line that they run is, well, there's no international evidence. I don't want the line though. I want what you think is. Well, you've got to ask. I mean, when you've got the tobacco industry still pouring millions into that point of sale advertising, that's, like I said, it's the only advertising that they've still got available to them, and they pour millions and millions of dollars into it. So that they must see a good reason for having that advertising there. So you do have to wonder why you wouldn't get rid of it if you're genuinely interested in dropping smoking rates. Well, I am wondering, why do you think the government wouldn't get rid of it if they're genuinely interested in dropping smoking rates? Like I said, they're saying that there's no international evidence, and I say it's actually quite difficult on two counts. One, only a few countries have picked it up so far. A lot are looking at it. The UK are looking at it at the moment. Ireland's already done it. Canada's already done it. But not that long ago, so we've got to have a look, got to give it a bit of time before the evidence is there. Also, of all the things that we do that have dropped smoking rates, it's very hard to pin, getting it out of pubs caused smoking to drop by 10%. No, we don't know that. We can't pin it on any one thing. It's about taking step-by-step initiatives to gradually denormalise cigarette smoking. Indeed, I agree. Look, now your community's recently been hit by redundancies. Yeah. We've had, Pacific Brands, for instance. Yeah. How are you supporting the interests of your constituents? Well, I immediately got in contact with the union and said, look, the door is open if anybody needs any guidance, any support, working with Work and Income or any other agencies. And at the moment, they're still going through a bit of a consultation phase. There is a hope that the factory in Palmerston North might actually be sold as a going concern. Obviously people are going through due diligence on that at the moment to see whether or not that can happen. But as an MP, it's about being supportive, about letting people know what options and avenues are actually available to them. And also, I suppose, promoting the city as a good destination for business so we can bring new businesses in. And how is Palmerston North going as a city? It's a pretty big, exciting city now, isn't it? It's a fascinating city. The last couple of weekends, for instance, we've had the Festival of Cultures, and just on the weekend we had an ethnic football tournament, which explains why I'm walking a bit funny today. And the depth of culture and the diversity in the city, we've got great businesses, we've got a good mix of public and private business. So, as the recession hits that, we've got the military, we've got a big hospital, we've got the university, of course, as well. So that means that we're looking pretty robust in sort of economically uncertain times. How are those shoes? Filling them all right? Steve Mahari's shoes? Yeah, well, everybody says, sorry, mate, you've used a big cliche here, big shoes to fill, but... I tried to use it in a clever way, though. Steve had to start somewhere. Everybody's got to start somewhere, and Steve's actually been a really good mentor and support for me. You know, he's obviously still in a very prominent role in Palmerston North, so we see each other regularly, and he's a really great guy, and everybody still has a lot of respect for them. But people are giving me time. People are giving me a chance to get settled in, and I'm really enjoying the role, actually.
Good. I'd love to do the same, but I do want to ask you, if you were Andrew Little, what would you be doing about Mount Albert?
What would I be doing about Mount Albert? That's a very good question. I would be letting the proper process happen, which is
the proper process. Who do you think should go for
it? You could have asked the same question back in Palmerston North just over 12 months ago. Who should have gone for it? You know, a lot of people put their names forward. We went through a process. We went through a democratic process. That's the Labour Party way. So people who are interested can put their names forward, and it's over to the party to choose the best person.
Iain Lees-Galloway, you're a true politician. Your parents should be proud of you, in my opinion. Thank you very much for joining us on Sunrise. Nice to talk to you.